By soon, I mean the exact day after I reviewed the Vaggy plush. Even though I'm recording them all on the same day and just posting them on different days. Anyways, yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I'm actually looking at a figure that is not from Mattel for once. This is the Safari Ltd 2023-24 Utahraptor. So I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I haven't been reviewing as many of Safari's figures recently is that a lot of their newer stuff didn't appeal to me as much. None of it really looked terrible, but like none of it was stuff that I was really interested in dropping the money to buy. But their 2023 lineup, when I saw this in there, I immediately went, okay, yeah, I'm going to buy that. Safari has just knocked it out of the park with each of their Dromaeosaurids, and I think this is another good example of that because it's a Utahraptor. It's an accurate Utahraptor. That's not something that you get very often. Even before the whole 2017 paper, you often got people who just threw Utahraptor into their toy line and barely did any research on it. But this is actually cool. I really like this design. So, yeah, I got this as a Christmas present. In fact, of Safari's recent figures, this is the only one that I found on Amazon as of yet, although I'm sure the others will get added. The coloration on this figure, let's start off with, is really nice. I really like this light. You don't see blue Utahraptors that often. The blue, the black, even the yellow that is used for the snout and the feet, look really nice. And I even like this sort of off brown that is used for the rest of the body, the underbelly. Overall, I just really like the way this figure looks. The colors just immediately struck me. All three of Safari's recent Dromaeosaurids look really good color-wise. The Velociraptor looked amazing, the Deinonychus looked amazing, and this looks amazing. You may have noticed, though, from the way I've been handling the figure does have a bit of a balancing issue. This big-ass tail is basically a third leg because these tiny little feetsies. Doesn't help that one of the feet is slightly raised off the ground, and I don't know if that's an issue with just my figure or if that's something that is universal with these guys. I know you can probably correct that. I just don't know how. So, yeah, the tail ends up as a prop leg, and I'm kind of annoyed that I threw out the little plastic stand he came with because, like a lot of Safari's figures, there was a little plastic thing to keep him in place while he was in the box. But I threw that out because I didn't realize how the balancing issues on this guy would be. Scientific accuracy-wise, I really can't see any major issues. I know some people are like, oh, Utahraptor was so big it might have lost some of its feathering across its body, and that's possible. But I think a fully feathered Utahraptor looks fine. Like, I don't see any issue with that, really. And I just love the way this figure looks. Like, this is one of the few times in recent years where I saw something from Safari and immediately went, okay, yeah, I'm going to go get that. There's Stegosaurus and their Therizinosaurus, which are also coming out at some point, either this year or maybe next year. I think this year. Those also both look really good, so probably going to pick those up once they become available. But this guy just looks great. I love the way this guy looks. Just such a great offering from Safari. Safari has definitely won their way back into my heart with this figure. I fucking love how this guy looks. It just looks great. I love this guy. I love him. If you want to get this guy for yourself, he wasn't that expensive. I think only like maybe 20 bucks, which is pretty good for a figure of this quality. So overall, if you really want to get this guy, go right ahead. I recommend him. I recommend him all the way. I love how this figure looks. I just can't state that enough. Go get it if you really want it. But yeah, with that, this is the last of the reviews I have queued up for now, but hopefully I will be reviewing more, regularly with stuff like this. So I will see you guys whenever I do another one.